So let us take our next topic, the factors affecting the adsorption. We can have different factors which are affecting adsorption. Like first can be taken nature of gas. This nature of gas is especially important for the physisorption. This already we have seen that the gas is having high critical temperature. The gas with high critical temperature is adsorbed more readily. Adsorbed more. Logic is what? The gas having high critical temperature also indicate higher value of van der Waals constant A, which is for the pressure correction, or is a measure of attractive forces, because high critical temperature also indicate more attraction among the gas molecules. So when the gas is taken here at high pressure, means nature of gas taken, the gas having high critical temperature will have more attraction force among the gas molecules, and therefore attraction more means they can be condensed more easily on the solid surfaces in adsorption phenomena. So that's the logic here, कि more attraction indicate more adsorption of gas if the gas is having higher critical temperature. Next can be taken nature and surface area of the adsorbent. When you take nature means that what they have free valencies, to what extent they can adsorb the gas or other components, and surface area also, for the same mass of the adsorbent, if they have greater surface area, then they can adsorb more amount of gas, because when they have more surface area, they will have more free valencies or unbalanced residual forces through which they can attract and retain the molecules of the adsorbate on surface. So more attraction will be there if they have more surface area because of more number of free valencies. For this reason, we are taking the porous and finely divided adsorbents are suitable for the amount of gas to be adsorbed more. The porous and finely divided adsorbents are more suitable for the adsorption phenomena. अगला है pressure. अगला point क्या है? Pressure. So we can take pressure will be explained to you कि for the amount of gas adsorbed, it is directly proportional to pressure. Higher pressure, the gas can be condensed more easily. So pressure higher indicating the gas can be condensed more easily and therefore suitable for the gas adsorption. Already discussed, given the reaction occur of adsorption, delta Ng for the reaction become negative. If delta Ng is negative, that means high pressure will favor the gas adsorption from Lee-Chudley's principle. अगला है temperature. Now when you take temperature of the temperature, it depends on the two types of adsorption. One was taken physical adsorption, second taken chemical adsorption. Now if it is taken effect of temperature, we have discussed earlier two types. One was taken physical adsorption or physisorption, and second was chemisorption. If we take in physisorption, what happens? With rise in temperature, adsorption decreases, XY-M ratio decreases, because they only have van der Waals attractive forces, reversible nature of the adsorption. So with rise in temperature, reaction move in the backward direction, it decreases regularly. While we take in chemisorption, they involve formation of surface compounds for which energy is required for activation. So initial rise in temperature will help more molecules to cross energy barrier to form surface compounds. But at high temperature, again the molecules formed of gases, they escape out. So first it increase with rise in temperature, then decreases. Already explained to you. अगला है point activation of adsorbent. Now for the smooth surfaces, they adsorb less amount of adsorbate. While we take rough surfaces, they can adsorb more amount of adsorbate. Why? Because in rough surfaces, they will have more active sites. So activation is done by making surface rough of the adsorbents, by making holes, or can take creating some kind of rough surfaces creation will make the adsorbent better for adsorption of the gases or the other substances. So they are the factors affecting the adsorption. Now in this case, when you take especially effect of pressure and temperature simultaneously, we can explain through one graph. It is taken, if I take the ratio x upon m and pressure at different temperatures. Suppose we take temperature T1, T2 and T3 temperature. So can you tell the order of temperature in this case? Here you can take temperature T3 will be lowest, T2 is higher, T1 is highest, because at any same pressure value, what happens? If you take high temperature, then what happens? Lower amount of gas will be adsorbed, because temperature is inversely proportional to adsorption. High temperature, less gas will be adsorbed. So T1 is higher temperature, where at constant pressure, if you take high temperature, then what happens? Less amount of substance is adsorbed. Ratio taken x upon m is lower. Ratio of x upon m become lower in such case. So this is sometime question they ask you, x upon m, x क्या होता है इसमें? Mass of adsorbate, the gas, और m is the mass of adsorbent. Ratio taken and pressure graph indicating temperature variations. This effect of pressure on the adsorption of gas can be explained by this kind of graph taken here. This kind of graph taken are called as isotherms. The graph drawn for condition of constant temperature of x by m and pressure are called isotherms. So you can take different kind of isotherms. One is called as Freundlich adsorption isotherm and second taken Langmuir adsorption isotherm. So let us take, they will give effect of pressure on the adsorption. So let us take first Freundlich adsorption isotherm. It's a graph drawn. In this give effect of pressure on adsorption at constant temperature. The graph is then called as isotherms. Now this can be explained here. The variation discussed here of x upon m and pressure. Here x is what? The mass of adsorbate, m is the mass of adsorbent. X is the mass of adsorbate and m is the mass of adsorbent. When we draw the graph here, we get such kind of graph here. In the graph we can see 3 points. At low pressure, at high pressure the graph becomes parallel to the pressure axis. At low pressure, so we can take here 3 cases possible. When we take case 1, at low pressure, what happens at low pressure? We get straight line sloping graph. The graph is almost straight line. Sloping, indicating that the ratio x upon m is directly proportional to pressure. Ratio of x upon m is directly proportional to pressure, or we can write x upon m is equal to k into p. X क्या है? Mass of adsorbate, m the mass of adsorbent. And then we take case 2. At high pressure, ये आपका था कहाँ पे? लो प्रेशर पे. x upon m directly proportional to pressure. When the pressure is very high, then the ratio taken x upon m is directly proportional to pressure power 0. When the pressure become very high or higher pressure at a fixed temperature, when the further rising pressure is done, no more gas will be adsorbed. At that condition we can write x upon m is directly proportional to pressure power 0 or pressure independent, that the ratio x upon m become pressure independent. And then if the pressure is intermediate, case 3, so we can see now case 3, given pressure is intermediate, case 3, at intermediate pressure, the ratio taken x upon m directly proportional to pressure power 1 by n, or we can write here x upon m is equal to k p power 1 by n. The value taken of 1 by n value taken here 1 by n in the expression is between the 0 to 1. Value of 1 by n is more than 0 but less than 1. This expression taken here is taken the expression of Freundlich adsorption isotherm equation. This relation taken x by m is equal to k into p power 1 by n. देखो आपका दो रेंज है, एक रेंज दिया है प्रेशर इज वेरी हाई, तब क्या है पावर ऑफ प्रेशर जीरो मींस x अपॉन m इज प्रेशर इंडिपेंडेंट, और एक केस दिया है व्हेन प्रेशर इज लोअर, at lower pressure values the ratio x upon m is directly proportional to pressure power 1. When pressure is intermediate, in that condition x upon m is proportional to pressure power 1 by n. What is the value of 1 by n? It is more than 0 but less than 1. So we are writing the value 1 by n have range 0 to n minus 1. This expression taken here is called as Freundlich adsorption isotherm equation. So we can use this expression for drawing the graph also. Now if you take last expression taken x upon m is equal to k p power 1 by n. This expression taken here is called as Freundlich adsorption isotherm equation. The value of 1 by n taken how much? 0 to 1. More than 0 but less than 1. Now in this expression if you draw the expression in log base log form, so log x upon m is equal to log k plus 1 by n log p. This becomes the equation of straight line. This becomes the equation of straight line. So we can see here, if you draw the graph, log p versus log x by m versus log p. Y is equal to mx plus c. Slope positive, slope will be taken in this case 1 by n, and this intercept can be taken how much? Log k. Become in this case intercept log k. So this expression can be taken. This explains this Freundlich adsorption isotherm explains the adsorption or effect of pressure. Effect of pressure on adsorption. Adsorption, which adsorption? Adsorption of gases. It is for gases. Adsorption of gases on solid surfaces when the condition taken temperature constant at constant temperature. I hope it is clear. Now next can be taken what here? Next can be taken here. If it is adsorption in solutions, it is the expression for adsorption of gases on solid surface. If I take adsorption in solutions, then how to write expression? We have similar expression like this. If it is taken for adsorption in solutions, expression can be taken here x upon m is equal to k c power 1 by n. Then c power 1 by n in this case x upon m is same. X is the amount of adsorbate, m adsorbent mass, K constant. C is concentration of solution. C is concentration of solution from which adsorption has to occur. C is concentration of solution from which adsorption has to take place on the surfaces of the adsorbate. Okay, that is what we can explain here. This Friedrich adsorption isotherm expression. Now next we can take is Langmuir adsorption isotherm, that is based on the Langmuir adsorption theory. So we can take first Langmuir theory and then Langmuir adsorption isotherm. No numericals are given in this chapter on this topic. Only equations are to be taken theoretically. Theoretical treatment, graph only they ask in question at the max. Or that pressure value, temperature values, variation of x upon m with pressure and temperature, that kind of points have been asked, can be asked. Now next it is taken topic here, Langmuir adsorption isotherm. In this case again we draw graph similar, but it is based on Langmuir adsorption theory. So what is Langmuir adsorption theory? Write the postulate of theory. So we first cover theory. We have some points. That point you can write down. देख लीजिए point wise. Postulate for theory, postulates. पहला point क्या होगा theory के अंदर यहाँ पे? It states that first point write down here that the rate adsorption consists of adsorption can take place on solid surfaces only till formation of single layer of adsorbate. Adsorption can take place on solid surfaces only till the formation of single layer of adsorbate on surfaces. Next point taken here, that adsorption consists of two opposing processes at equilibrium, namely one is called condensation and second taken evaporation. Means if it is taken here, suppose we take A is some solid, it adsorbs gas B on surface. They can form A, B solid. Combination solid is adsorbing the gas B on surface. We have two processes. One is taken, gas is condensing on solid surface, so it is condensation process. Gas B escape out from solid surface, then the backward reaction is called evaporation process. Backward reaction is called evaporation process. Forward reaction condensation, backward reaction evaporation. So this adsorption is consisting of two opposing processes, namely condensation and evaporation at equilibrium. लिख लिया. Next point क्या आएगा इसमें यहाँ पे? Now we have two processes. They depend on what? The next point can be taken here. The rate of condensation. Rate of condensation is directly proportional to uncovered fraction. Uncovered fraction of total surface area of adsorbent. That the rate of condensation is directly proportional to uncovered fraction of total surface area of the adsorbent. Means it is more uncovered area, means they have more probability of adsorbing the gases. लिख दिया. Then write next point. The rate of evaporation is directly proportional to covered fraction of surface of adsorbent. The more area will be covered of the surface of the solid, that means the more amount of gas is adsorbed, so reaction can go easily in the backward direction. And next point can be taken, last point taken here, and the rate of condensation is also directly proportional to pressure of the gas according to kinetic theory of gases. The rate of condensation is also directly proportional to pressure according to kinetic theory of gases. Here are the key postulates of the gas adsorption on the solid surfaces. So using these postulates, we can get one expression, one equation that is called as Langmuir adsorption isotherm equation. From that the graph can be drawn. That graph is called as LAI. So let us see equation derivation from this using these postulates. Now let us take, we have two expressions reaction taken here. If I write the rate of forward direction, means the gas is adsorbed. So if I take the rate of adsorption R1, rate of adsorption, rate of condensation. If I write R1, this R1 is directly proportional to uncovered fraction of surface into pressure, or I can write R1 is equal to K1 1 minus theta into P. Here theta is what? Theta is the uncovered, theta is the covered fraction of surface of adsorbent. Theta is the covered fraction, so what is uncovered fraction? 1 minus theta. So we have taken the theory postulate that rate of adsorption is directly proportional to uncovered fraction of surface of adsorbent and also directly proportional to pressure. The rate of adsorption proportional to 1 minus theta into P. Theta is the covered fraction, 1 minus theta is the uncovered fraction of the adsorbent. Then the rate of evaporation. If I write R2, this R2 is directly proportional to theta, covered fraction only, or we can write R2 is equal to K2 into theta. Now we can say at equilibrium, we told you this point, okay, at equilibrium the rate of two process, okay, that adsorption is consisting of two opposing process at equilibrium, where the rate of condensation is equal to rate of evaporation. So R1 is equal to R2. When we equate the rate, what is R1 expression? K1 1 minus theta into P is equal to K2 theta. From here we can get expression of theta. So expression of theta I can get from here will be how much coming here? It is K1P by K2 plus K1P. This expression coming here, equation number let's say 1. Now this expression can write one more way here. In this equation dividing numerator and denominator by K2 on right hand side RHS. So what do you get expression here? Theta can be taken how much? K1 by K2P by 1 plus K1 by K2P. This expression can be written as, theta can be written from here as BP by 1 plus BP. Equation number 2, where K1 by K2 is B is K1 by K2, K1 constant, K2 constant, what is one more constant? K1 by K2 is one more constant. Now, if we take further from here that the amount of gas adsorbed x upon m is directly proportional to theta only. For the same mass of adsorbent, the x upon m is directly proportional to theta, covered fraction of adsorbent. So we can take from here x upon m can be taken is equal to K3 into theta. Equation number 3. Now using equation 1 and 3, we can write x upon m is equal to k3 bp by 1 plus bp, or this expression we can write further is equal to, let us write from here. So this expression we can write x upon m is k3 into bp upon 1 plus bp. k3 is constant, b is constant, we can add them as one more constant. We can start from here, that x upon m is equal to ap y by 1 plus bp. X upon m is ap divided by 1 plus bp. Equation number 4. This equation 4 is called as Langmuir adsorption isotherm equation. Now this expression you can write in one more way. If we divide by p on both sides, dividing by p on both sides and taking reciprocal, what we get expression? First we divide, so by p cancelling out, what will remain? p by x upon m is equal to 1 by a 1 by a divided by bp by a. This expression can be the equation of a straight line. This equation also is the equation of straight line. So if you draw the graph here, p by x upon m and pressure, we get straight line. Slope can be taken b by a and 1 by a is taken as intercept. It is as per Langmuir theory or Langmuir adsorption isotherm equation. Now, when we compare the Langmuir and Friedrich adsorption isotherm, why we have given this expression to you? The reason that when we take Friedrich adsorption isotherm equation is valid only in lower range of pressure. When you take higher range of pressure, equation is not applicable. Moreover, Friedrich adsorption isotherm will give the experimental results and actual results matching only in lower range of pressure, but in high range of pressure it is not applicable. That the drawbacks are not there in this expression. Langmuir adsorption isotherm equation is better over Friedrich adsorption isotherm because the results here are in accordance theoretical as experimental. Experimental results are same as the or very similar to the theoretical results as per this theory. Moreover, this theory is applicable over a wide range of pressure, valid over a wide range of pressure, and Friedrich adsorption isotherm follow as a special case of Langmuir adsorption isotherm equations. कैसे होता है? We can explain to you. देखिए, from this equation we can take three cases possible. Again we can take first at low pressure. At low pressure, what happens at low pressure? The pressure lower means the product taken BP is very low as compared to 1. When BP is very low as compared to 1, we can write then here 1 plus BP can be taken nearly equal to 1. So we can take then x upon m is equal to how much? AP, or x upon m is directly proportional to pressure. It is same as the case 1 of Friedrich adsorption isotherm equation. Then it is taken at high pressure. When pressure becomes high, the product taken BP is very high as compared to 1, or we can write 1 plus BP is equal to BP only. So from this equation 4 you can say here this 1 plus BP is BP, so P and P cancel out, so you can write here x upon m is directly proportional to pressure power 0. And then we can take last observation taken here. When the pressure is intermediate, at intermediate pressure, x upon m is directly proportional to pressure power. कितना आएगा? More than 0 but less than 1, that range given as 1 by n. When the pressure is intermediate, the ratio or the value x upon m directly proportional to pressure power 1 by n. It is same expression as we have used in Freundlich adsorption isotherm equation. This expression is same as Freundlich adsorption isotherm equation. You are getting this point? That is what we can explain here. And this is the topic adsorption phenomena. Now for adsorption we can take some applications. Now we can take next applications of this phenomena of adsorption. See, adsorption we can use in a number of processes or surface processes. Like first can be taken production of high vacuum. See, we are creating vacuum by using vacuum pump. Using vacuum pump we can create a high vacuum, but what happens? Some air is still remaining. So traces of air remaining after using vacuum pump, with that can be removed by using charcoal, which adsorb the remaining gases of the remaining traces of air of the gases. When you take gas mask, the gas mask be a device they are using in the coal mines or where we have low quality of air. So that gas mask they contain activated charcoal which adsorb poisonous gases, which are commonly found in coal mines or other space where the air quality is lower or which are more pollutant. अगला है control of humidity. Silica gel or you can take silica gel or alumina gels are commonly used for this purpose to absorb moisture from the air. अगला है removal of coloring material from solutions like aqueous solution of sugar. When passed over the beds of the animal charcoal, it get decolorized, that is adsorbing the coloring materials. अगला है heterogeneous catalysis. We have a number of cases where we have reactants and the catalyst in different physical states. A number of reactions involving gases are having metals, d-block metals, or their compounds acting as catalyst. So what happens? We have solid catalysts which are adsorbing a number of gases and bring them together for reaction to happen. अगला separation of inert gases. Again you can take inert gases or noble gases. They can be adsorbed on the different adsorbent to different extent. We are using for this purpose commonly coconut charcoal, which can adsorb noble gases to different extent at different temperature. So that will help in separation of noble gases, inert gases. अगला है in curing diseases. We are using number of drugs which are used for curing disease. So what is the action of the drugs? The drugs will kill the germs by adsorbing them. The drugs will adsorb the germs and then they will help in curing the diseases. अगला है froth flotation process. We can see in metallurgy portion to when it is sulfide ores. This is the froth flotation process is used for the concentration of sulfide ores. Sulfide ores normally are water insoluble. They get adsorbed by the pine oil and then help in separation by this phenomena of adsorption. अगला है adsorption indicator. We have several indicators which are working on this principle of adsorption. अगला है chromatography. We discuss if we take 11th class, one topic was the GOC1, or we can take some basic principles of organic chemistry, purification of compounds. There we are using the phenomena of chromatography. That is called adsorption chromatography. We are using two kind of chromatography there. One is called column chromatography and one was called thin layer chromatography. They are the different components of mixture will be adsorbed on the solid stationary phase to different extent and then separation can be done. And that is called chromatographic analysis. Okay, so this is chapter 1 part, surface chemistry, adsorption, factoring adsorption, theories of adsorption and applications of adsorption. Okay, our next part taken is catalysis.